thinking constantly, analyzing, planning, worrying.
Human
And
doings instead of human beings. That's what we are. We're human doers all the time. We're always doing, always thinking. It never stops instead of just being.
It's the hardest thing I found. It was more difficult than reading Jack's Ubiquitination series. I mean, that was pretty difficult, but much more difficult is being. There is no greater challenge than that every day, to just be.
Agreed.
So that's kind of where I'm at right now. How do I just be? How do I take everything that I've learned? How do I get all this experience? And then how do I just be? And how do I do that? And so that's where I am right now.
Well, the conundrum is, right, so to be able to be in the moment, right, be fully embodied, fully embracing the moment, but then how do you plan for what you want to do in the future? You know, it's like, can I go there?
Yeah, because you can't know. Yeah, because then it's just kind of like you're like letting it unfold the way it should be without really having a plan. And that is scary. It's scary. It's a scary, like I have fear around that. I'm like, wait, I have to have a plan. I have to know where I'm going. I have to figure it out, right? But like, that is like the trust and the surrender to what is. If you cannot be the planning and you could just be in the being and just trust that things are going to work out and unfold, maybe you meditate and you manifest. Maybe that you do. You manifest for what you want. That's my thinking. But you don't really have to plan. You just have to allow it to happen. I don't know.
Yes, but and in the moment, it's immensely difficult. I mean,
oh yeah.
And the other thing is, we can all imitate that to a certain degree when things are smooth.
Right.
But what I noticed was that when pressure arrived, I wasn't so much of a Buddha as I thought I was. And and so, yeah, I think over time, we transform constantly and we can become more and more relaxed. And I think what's really happening is there is not only kind of like a circadian biology happening to man, where like, you know, the cycles, you know, of the sun every day, the light and dark cycles. I think we're just sort of understanding and getting into how that's affecting us and how important that is. I think once you kind of lock into that, then I mentioned it earlier about Vedic astrology, but I'm starting to really become more attuned to how the planet
hugely affect us, big time.